against Fleetwood. I sense we didn't get the best of Harriers that day.
We didn't get, no, especially second half. I thought we had a good go first half against a good team. Created numerous chances, scored the goal. The goals either side of half time have absolutely flattened not only my team but the whole atmosphere. And what was disappointing was the reaction, really. There was no reaction. And we've got to give the crowd something to cheer and totally accept that performance wasn't good enough in the second half.
Yeah, if you go down all guns blazing, people will go away thinking, well, League One side, possibly to be expected. Yeah,
listen, we could have come out all guns blazing and still got peppered and beat comfortably, but we didn't. And I think when you do go down, we went with a little bit of a whimper, really. And for an FA Cup game on TV, that is it's not acceptable, really. So took note and we'll move on.
Mentioning FA Cup ties, Aldershot, who you played this Saturday, were involved in an extraordinary game with Swindon.
Yeah, seems to be the case at the moment. We go to teams who are scoring free willingly. So listen, good team, good manager, and had an absolute cracker of a game on Saturday to be 7-0 up with half an hour to go. I think they had another goal disallowed as well. Shows you what kind of performance they put in last week. But listen, we'll go there looking to win the game, like we will, and I'm sure there'll be a fantastic atmosphere there.
They're in the playoffs. They're also having a decent season.
Having a great season. Yeah, listen, good club. Very good for the level, and trying to cement that playoff place this season. I predict. But they've got their vulnerabilities as well. And listen, they lost the league game before that to Dorking, and went 2-0 down to Maidenhead the game before. So listen, I think every game this season we play in, there's chances for both teams, and that seems to be a common theme in this league.
What do you see as being their particular strength?
Well, they're an all-round good team, but I think they've got good height from set pieces, and the two front men are firing at the moment, scoring plenty of goals, and something we've lacked this year. But something we're trying to kind of come up with at the moment.
Set pieces will be a threat. Just thinking back to the cup tie, obviously the first one you conceded immediately after you'd scored, that was from a set piece.
Yeah, and that's what we pride ourselves on, and it's accountability, really. I'm not naming names on camera, but they know who they are, and it's disappointing. You put your markers in and you can't get beat. It's you against their man, and when you lose, it changes the spin of the game, and that's what happened on Sunday.
You've been reshaping the squad, really, in recent weeks. I think it's 4 in on loan now and 4 out on loan. Yeah,
listen, the young lads are different. They're part of a development programme, and they're not quite there for where we need to be at the moment. But listen, things have to change, and they are being changed, and that's nothing personal against anybody. That's just the way it is at the moment. We've got plenty of time to change things. We're 18 games in, we're not where we want to be. Of course, I've seen really, really positive signs though, and we've got to jump on those and kind of put that spin on for the remaining 28.
I suppose the one that might have surprised a few is Kieran Phillips going out to Havant.
Yep, listen, Kieran hasn't had enough game time, and he knows that, I know that, so the best thing for us is for him to get that game time and get some goals, and we call him back, because at the moment he's not quite there for where I need him to be.
And Ethan Fremantle, obviously at Hereford, you've obviously been monitoring his progress. What have you made of him there?
Yeah, he's doing well, Ethan. Like I say, it's what the group we've got at the moment is key. These players are out there for a reason, and the players we've brought in are to improve the squad. And it's what we've got within at the moment is what's got to get us out of this a little bit of a pickle.
Presumably, when you send players out on loan, it's all about their attitude, isn't it? I would imagine, because if they go out, right, I'm going to get game time, I'm going to prove to the manager that I'm worth a place. That's the right attitude. On the other hand, people, I suppose, could get disillusioned. I
think there's plenty of reasons for loans. Of course, you've always got to be professional, otherwise you shouldn't be in the game. But the reasons for loans are not enough game time, out of favour, don't see a future at the club, and that's where we are at the moment. They're all different reasons.
And you brought 1 or 2 in as well. Obviously, we know about Ryan McLean and Bailey Hobson in, but Ben Tollett's come in. Yeah,
we need a spark. We need a spark at the top end of the field. I know everyone keeps saying we need a striker. Yes, we are. We're working on things, but we also play a formation where you need forward players and wide players. So listen, we are creating chances, and I think one day a team's got to get a drubbing from us, really. I think every game has been really nip and tuck, very tight, and I think a couple of wins and a couple of points on the board will turn our season round quite comfortably.
Everybody has been saying you need a striker, and just give us an insight into how tough it has been to bring a striker in.
Yeah, well, listen, there's hundreds of strikers out there, but they've got to be good enough for the football club and for the level. And when they are, we're not the only club wanting them. And then when we are a club that they want to talk to, we're not the club that we can offer them the finances that some clubs can. So it's a mixture. We're expecting someone in within the next 7 days. But again, I've said that before, and it hasn't quite worked out. So we'll keep going, we'll keep working, and I have found it harder at this level for those forwards. I think in the league below we were one of 2 teams that could, pick any cherry from the tree really. But this league, we're one of 20 clubs who are interested in a striker.
And a lot of those clubs, if being honest, have got more spending power than you have.
They have, and obviously the league position doesn't help at the moment. So you want players who are coming in to fight for the club, to keep us over the line, and also to prove themselves for next year. So there's plenty of positives for strikers to come in.
And just to be absolutely clear, the one you're hoping to bring in the next 7 days is a striker, to be absolutely clear about it.
He's a centre half who we're going to play up front. Yes, he's a striker. But like I said, it's frustrating. But listen, I think we need someone to back up Morgs and help Morgs at the moment. And if that's within, great. If not, it'll be someone from outside.
Your injury situation does seem to be easing a little bit. Is that fair?
It does. Listen, when we had a team meeting on Monday and everyone was in, including the injured, and that night Percival, Joe Leasley, Shane Byrne, all within a month. Jack Lambert's now back training. If these players are back fit, we've got a strong enough squad to get us out of where we are. It'd be great to pick a team with a fully fit squad, I tell you.
Will this weekend be too soon for Jack Lambert?
No, Jack Lambert will be in the squad this Saturday.
Thanks. Any other team news?
Joe Leasley's had good news from his X-ray, so he's within a month now. Listen, it's not the news that we're all hoping for of a clear run back in 2 weeks, but a month I'm content with, because he was in a lot of pain 2-3 weeks ago. And Shane Byrne, end of November, start of December, quite comfortably. He's progressing really well, and to get your captain back on the field will be fantastic for us.